Trying to figure out the best way across here. I'm not sure if we just want to cross there where it's less steep. We want to get on the most gentle slope without getting swept away, because this is flowing.
This is flowing pretty good.
Although it's tight here, right there, it might not be so bad. Oh man, that is so cold. We're in the most northern section of Banff National Park at the toe of the Saskatchewan Glacier. Our plan is to go up this valley and camp at an alpine meadow tonight. On the second and third day, we're gonna drop down to the valley south of us and hopefully paddle down 2 wild rivers. The weather forecast is calling for unseasonably low temperatures moving in tonight, quite a bit of rain and some wind. I'm out here with my friend Justin, who's one of the best people to be out with in the backcountry. Terrain looks kind of nasty right up there, so we're heading left. It's our first trip together that has glacier travel and pack rafting, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. We're almost done with the glacier and have a loose rock climb coming up. This is gonna be fun. For the middle gully, hopefully it's a bit more consolidated than everything else. What's your estimate for time?
To make it up this gully?
Yeah.
45 minutes.
I'm going with 30. This little snow part is a no-go. It's not fantastic.
What?
It's not fantastic.
It's not fantastic,
I mean, to the right, there's kind of a ramp. Yeah.
I'm looking at, like, if I can get right here.
Going for gully number 3. Feeling pretty confident about this one. The only thing I don't like is that big rock at the top. It's a bit precarious, but we'll go one at a time. I don't want to be under that rock, so I'm following this left side of the gully. And it still looks pretty good here. So. Very precarious rock. Third gully's a charm. This was perfect. Pretty easy travel. And we're right there at the top. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Nice! Oh, amazing! Amazing! I have to admit, partway up there, I had a moment of doubt.
Yeah, me too.
We tried 3 different gullies, back down to the first 2. They were just too steep and choked with snow. And I think that was the right decision. If something doesn't feel right, you turn around and you find something that does. Early dinner break before getting to camp is one of the best feelings out there. The wind has picked up quite a bit and we're on our way looking for our camp. Basically from anywhere here on in, we could set up camp if we wanted to, but I'd like to be a little bit more protected in the trees and have somewhere that can handle some inclement weather. The forecast is calling for a bit of rain and wind gusts up to 60 or 70 kilometers an hour. Right now it's gusting pretty hard. I don't think it's at that level yet, but overnight I'm expecting it to get even worse. Oh, we got a band. We're good. Nice. Perfect. I could camp here.
Yeah, I can camp here. We can find something tucked out of the wind a little bit.
Yeah, well, like if you just take a little corner there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. We're just looking for a little spot to put our tents. The wind is basically coming straight at me right now. So if we can get some trees that act as a wind block, that would really help. Got this little roll protecting us with some trees. I'm really confident about that it's gonna help out if the wind picks up tonight. The clouds are definitely moving in, so weather is coming. I'm expecting the rain to start soon. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much tomorrow because that would make for a really challenging day. We're quite far, about 30 kilometers from civilization, down a valley, so that would make for a very challenging day, but that's the name of the game. We're out looking for the old Parks Trail that's on the Canada topographic maps. Different feel when you're going through forest than up in the Alpine like that. Definitely a place that doesn't get much traffic, except for bears maybe.
Oh yeah.
Root dig. This is bear sign. Some pretty fresh. Been digging here. This is all torn up from a bear.
Okay, good to know.
So there are bears here, as usual, or there were. We'll just say they're not here anymore. Decision time. Do we float a little bit or do we keep hiking? Option is to float for a kilometer and then possibly have to portage around a gorge. And then there's a bigger floating section around 8 kilometers. So there's just waterfalls pouring down everywhere. What do you think?
I think this is too spicy for us.
Yeah. Having to reevaluate which way to go. Pretty steep gorge with a waterfall. How much choice here?
That's cold wind coming off it.
Something I'm thinking about right now is that I'm pretty much soaked and it's raining a bit, but it's been warm so far. I feel like it might be cooling off a bit.
Too powerful.
We're really struggling to find a safe spot to cross the river. I've been going out a bit, testing it. Justin's been going out, testing it. Flow's really high. The river's bursting its banks. And right now my feet are pins and needles cold, which is always a fun feeling. So we're gonna keep going, looking for something good. Might have to inflate the rafts just to ferry. We're reset after crossing the river, packed the pack rafts away, and now I think we're looking to find a trail. This is a lot of flow. Another river to cross. And it's moving. It's got some flow to it. Yeah. Like, where are you better off? In all the choppy stuff or right through here?
I'd say right through here if it's not too deep. I think my biggest worry is foot entrapments. So just make sure you're facing upstream, okay, and that you're really being careful of your foot placement, because this would kill you.
It's no joke.
Rock steep. That's living, yeah.
The trail just made its way back to the Castleguard River. Pretty impressive series of waterfalls. There is water coming out of everywhere. The levels are really high and the flow is high. So I don't think we're gonna be floating this river today. Unexpected fords, and they're more difficult than we had anticipated. So that really changes the nature of a trip when you're slowing down all the time, trying to make the safest decision possible. I haven't felt out of control anywhere, but on the edge a few times. The sun is finally coming out. I'm back in the tent. It was a pretty rainy, wet day, and I am feeling pretty drained. It's hard to explain. I feel like we were having to make a lot of decisions all day long. Pretty high consequence, especially when it came to fording the rivers, and during all of that time, just being soaked, having my feet in the water, it takes its toll. So getting some food in me really helped, and now in the tent, I'm feeling kind of like I'll be able to get some rest and turn off my brain. So yeah, you just never know how a day is gonna pan out and what is actually gonna be the kind of main obstacle of the day. The weather forecast changed completely for today, from cool and dry to a bit warmer and rain on and off all day, 15 to 20 millimeters. We're on our way down to the Alexandra River. We really need to be able to float that river, or we're gonna have a long, wet walk out. It is in a floodplain, so it's not got a really steep gradient to it, and hopefully should spread out all of that water. But this is really kind of a make or break in this trip, because I don't want to be walking 20, 25 kilometers out in poorly maintained trail. The difference will be at the car around noon, or at our car late tonight and home even later. I feel comfortable.
Yeah. It's less complex.
Yeah.
We spent most of our time planning this trip around the pack raft descent of the Castleguard and Alexandra River. There was a lot of uncertainty. We mapped the route looking for rapids, canyons, and potential log jams, knowing that rivers this remote meant our risk tolerance had to be tempered. Worst case, we'd play it safe and have an easy hike instead. But once we were out there, the trip had other plans. The hardest moment came early, scrambling up the rubble slope from the glacier. 2 gullies shut us down completely. We backed off, regrouped, and finally made our way up the third. That effort stuck with me. Then came day 2 in the rain. River crossings, deeper, faster, more frequent than we expected. It wasn't the easy hike I'd imagined. We weren't covering huge distances, but we were making decisions constantly. when to cross, when to backtrack, when to push. That day reshaped the trip.
The river's got a good flow to it, so this should be a quick ride out.
The pack rafting on day 3, it turned out to be the easiest part. 22 kilometers in just over 3 hours of perfect swift water through an open floodplain. Just enough chop and a few rolls to make it fun, without surprises. After everything else, it felt like the reward, the cherry on top. And that's how it goes. You plan for the big finish, and the trip gives you something else. It's not always what you expect that shapes you. Sometimes it's what you have to handle along the way.